After that, I don't care as long as you say yeah.
Always have to, mate. Always have to, always will do.
Brad, great 2018 for you. 3 fights, 3 wins, and 3 very good performances as well, mate.
Yeah, really happy with the wins, you know. Box 3, pretty different opponents, you know what I mean? They all brought something new to the table.
Well, I think the last one really came to win as well, which was, it wasn't your average journeyman.
No, which I think is good, you know what I mean? I think it probably brings out the best in me. That.
Well, I think it did, mate. But what I was going to talk to you about, you know, you've been training here, what, probably about 2 years now?
A bit longer, I think.
Yeah?
A bit longer.
And now
I think pushing 3 years.
Yeah?
I've been here with Bolton, yeah.
Probably a little bit detrimental to your final year or so as an amateur.
You could say that.
But what I was getting to is, okay, it was detrimental to your amateur career, but I think it's helped you
in the long run.
Yeah, it's helped you settle in as a professional, because you didn't look like a 3-0 pro in that last fight.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't look like a novice. You looked like a guy who was very seasoned.
Yeah.
Considering what, you're just 20.
Yeah, 21 next month. You know what though, when you've been doing it as long as me, it's you've been around. Even when I was an amateur, you know, I was mixing it with pros, top pros.
Yeah, but I think
you kind of get a feel for it, don't you?
But when you were mixing with the pros, you were falling back and having regular amateur fights. But the last year, you weren't getting those regular fights.
Yeah.
And so
I think that last year, you know, being inactive. You know, when you're training like we do, we don't train for nothing, you know what I mean? We want to fight. So when I turned over, Steve said, you know, can I have 3 fights in 4 months? I was buzzing, I jumped at it, and going into 2019 now, I want to be as busy as I can. If Steve's got an opportunity for me, put me on the show, you know what I mean? I'll be ready. I'm going to stay ready.
You have got your new date, haven't you?
March 9th, yeah.
At the
Bolton.
University of Bolton Stadium, White's Hotel better.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? I used to do loads of amateur shows there. Loads of region. I never boxed out as an amateur. I always like either got buys through or pull-outs and stuff. So looking forward to boxing there.
Considering you had 97 fights as an amateur.
There's not many places I didn't box, mate. But yeah, that's one of them. And the Forum as well.
What's that?
I never boxed at the Forum as well. I always wanted boxing.
What, within your Forum? You never boxed there?
Yeah.
I thought you would have. Yeah. I like that place, mate. I don't think we put many shows on there.
No,
it seems a bit sad because it's a great venue, isn't it?
Good venue, mate,
and a real fighting town.
Yeah.
So what are you hoping for then this year? Obviously, last year was, like I say, superb for you. This year, you want to just keep progressing and moving forward?
As busy as you can, mate. Yeah, I want to jump onto them 6 rounders. Obviously, whenever playing with Steve, think I'm ready. I want to push onto them as fast as I can. You know, however many more 4 rounders that takes, I'm not really bothered, but looking forward to getting onto them. Challenging myself a bit over the rounds. Well, but I reckon I'll be better over the rounds. Once we start getting a bit of distance, I reckon that'll suit me. Well,
realistically, if this year is probably your last big learning year, 2020.
This time next year, mate, I want to be eyeing up titles. You know, he's got what. Not necessarily challenging for him, because like I said, mate, I'm still only be 21 this time next year. Well, but you know, even at that age, I'm in that position.
You must be able to judge yourself fairly well now, because some of the people that get brought down here for you to move around with, like you say, Mark Efron, just fought for the British title.
We've got, for me, 3 fights last year, I had top sparring, you know what I mean? For me debut, was sparring Liam Smith, loads of like Mark, you said he's boxing for the British title. Cullen come down, we've had a good few rounds with Jack. You know what I mean?
And it looks like Cullen could be fighting for the English title now.
That's like I said, hopefully on that show, March the 9th. And
that's a bit of a surprise with Liam Smith moving to Matchroom. It looks like they're going to be setting him and Kell Brook up.
Yeah, I've seen that. That will be a good fight.
Yeah.
Apparently, I feel like I've seen him in sparring here. Apparently,
who would you favour in that? I think you'd have to go with Smith, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would. Yeah. Like you said, mate, good fight, but I reckon going off Brook's last performance.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's just had a bit of an off day or whatever, but he didn't look very good. If you're being honest, you know what I mean, and I reckon Smith will probably have a bit of breath of fresh air, you know what I mean, new boxing for Matchroom and that.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? He's only been beat off the best Liam, really, hasn't he?
It does. When you look at that performance now against Galello, where he took him to the 9th round, ask some questions of him.
Even that Mungai, mate. I was watching that Mungai last night, and he's good. Yeah, he is good.
He's a beast, isn't he? What is he? 22.
22, I think. He might be 21. Yeah, older than me.
Scary, isn't it?
Do you know, Liam's way below me. When I got in with Liam, I felt like I was this big a little boy. Yeah. You know what I mean? So for him to be that age and to do that way.
Well, I've just been watching you doing a bit of weight training there. Is that something that you've added to your game, or have you ever done that before?
No, I've always done bits and bobs. I've never done anything like.
Is it structured now?
Yeah, as regimented and controlled as it is with playing here. He has us on, you know what I mean, each week we know exactly what weight we're doing, what we're going to take it up to next week, what we should be doing by the end of the camp, what, you know what I mean, best scores on your finishers, so the rows and the stepper and stuff, so each week we'll be pushing, trying to beat them best scores.
Now you've had these 3 fights, and you look back to your last fights as an amateur, how do you feel you'd fare against yourself?
Do you think myself as an amateur?
Think it's a big improvement?
I would say so, yeah, definitely. I don't know. What would you say?
I was really impressed with that last performance.
Put myself to bed or what? Reckon I knocked myself out?
I don't know, let's say you were very.
Still just a little skinny ginger kid, mate.
You're filling out now, aren't you, mate?
Coming. It's coming, mate. We'll get there.
How long do you think you'll be able to stay at this middleweight division?
100% honest with you, mate. I'm not gonna be here forever. No way.
No.
Like you said, mate, I'm 20. I'm growing. I'm pretty big at the weight now.
Do you feel you're young enough though that you could perhaps pick up a small title like this weight before you move up?
Yeah.
Is that your target, like?
Just depends on, you know what I mean. Anything could happen in the next few years, but like I said, mate, this time next year I will be behind the people up. End of 2020. I want some kind of title, you know what I mean. Because
you had a massive growth spurt as an amateur, didn't you? You went from 64 to 75.
Keep thinking, oh, I'm done it, I can't go anymore, and I'll see someone and say, if you got bigger.
Well, like I say, when you stood next to Usyk.
Usyk, yeah.
And you were the same size as him.
Yeah. Intimidating him. He was going, oh, he's pretty big.
Brad, listen, good luck for the 9th. Hopefully I'll be chatting to you before the know, mate.
Top one, Lee. Nice one, mate.
Take care. Bye.